What's going on, guys? This is Faraz of Four Corners Fitness. Welcome to the Fifth Corner Podcast, Episode 2. Last time we had Roger here.
Hello.
And this time we got your boy Sahir.
Hello.
And we got your boy Taylor.
What's up?
No. You're supposed to say hello.
It's okay.
To keep it consistent.
Because we all said hello. It's cool. So thank you to Sahir for that beautiful rendition of All the Way Up.
All the way up.
The Bengali version of All the Way Up. What was that? What would you call that?
A Bollywood iteration with pop lock.
There we go. That's what he said. And there's a point in there where he was like spanking the air. That was my favorite part. Leave your favorite part in the comments below. Nobody ever comments.
What?
Nothing.
Right.
Oh, whenever like y'all can just like hold on to the mic and we'll move back and forth. Okay. Just like put it really close to your face.
Can it not pick up like from here?
It can. It just sounds cleaner when it's like here.
Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to Five Corners Fitness. This is the ASMR episode.
No, it's Four Corners Fitness. But
No,
this is the Fifth Corner Podcast.
This is the fifth Corners podcast.
Yeah.
This is Roger speaking. This is Roger speaking. How you guys doing? I'm just sitting in this corner with my four buds. We're gonna go ahead and start this podcast and talk about some stuff. Yeah. How are you, Taylor?
Sounds like you just woke up from a hangover. I love it.
Thanks. Bridget loves it when I get sick and my voice gets all raspy. She's like, "Ooh, that's sexy." Like,
she thinks it's hot.
yeah, she thinks it's hot.
Just like when you're
Talking like this.
No,
You're like,
it's like
hey, Ridgely.
Roger
Hey.
has less clarity than you.
what does that mean?
So he would have more riffs in his voice. So he would talk a little bit more with some croak in his voice.
Yeah, you guys sound one step away from being Bradley Cooper. All right. Welcome. My next guest, if you're watching on the radio, is Bradley Cooper. Oh, what's up, Froz? All right.
No, that's Matt Damon.
No,
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, I gotta fucking redo that shit. Our next guest on the Fifth Corner Podcast is, what was that guy's name?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. All right. How's it going?
You know he's a professor at UT?
What?
Matthew McConaughey is a professor at UT.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is.
That's dope.
Yeah, I didn't know he's qualified as professor, but I guess he did.
James Franco's a professor at UCLA.
But James Franco is like a genius, though. He's like actually really smart.
I don't know about actually a genius.
Yeah, a genius, but he's still like actually really smart.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But I could also see him being like, he's the kind of smart where it's like he does shrooms and it's like,
No. You're diluting that with his
Psychedelics.
like personality, his persona that he is. But like, okay, I think, for example, The Disaster Artist was probably his best acting, honestly, and it kind of shows why, as opposed to his. Stop putting the dick in my mouth.
No, it has to be close, remember?
I know, but still. All right, let me just hold it, dude.
Okay.
All right.
It's not a BBC because there's some silver and blue on it. Just like Taylor's dick. We just roasted each other yesterday. We're still feeling the after effects.
It might be a permanent dynamic in our friendship, honestly.
Yeah, I know, right? I love that shit, dude.
Man.
Just
And then
make a video of yourself, be like, anytime a joke comes to you, just send it to the group or something. Yeah, we'll do it on group chat on Instagram or something.
oh, for sure, man. Dang. Yeah, we were thinking of doing like 5-minute routines.
What?
5-minute stand-up routines. Well, before you were here, Roger.
Oh yeah, I was telling them.
We were gonna do. Okay. Yeah.
I know.
What?
His ribs.
Oh, why?
shit.
From what?
sleeping.
Oh shit.
How's it pop back in place?
How's our twin back?
How's it pop back in place?
It's back in place, but it's still like inflamed. So like yawning, breathing, stretching.
When you breathe deeply, does it hurt?
Not anymore. Like, but if I like do what I just did, like, so I guess if I yawn, so I guess so. But yeah, it's kind of brittle.
Are you that taken care of?
I mean, it's back in place,
Oh, you
but
put
it's
it
still inflamed.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's gonna be there.
How do you? What's your sleeping position that happened in?
According to my new physical therapist, because Groupon, and I never go to the same one because I can't afford to. He's like, yeah, you sleep, like, how do you sleep? And I was like, well, I sleep on my, like, stomach, but on my side, like, right in the middle. And he's like, oh, that's, like, the worst way you could sleep.
Like on your stomach, but then your head's turned to the side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's pretty bad.
Okay,
So-
okay. I actually have. Okay. So this might be a little bit of a debate with your physical therapist, but so they're doing this thing for COVID-19 patients since it's a SARS, sudden respiratory acute syndrome type of disease, that they're posturing them in that way that you sleep, because it's easier so when your lungs rise, they'll rise like on your chest. So that means if you press them against the ground, then it would go into your back, and your trachea is closer to the back of your neck because of our bad postures as we like don't work as hard anymore, right? So essentially, it's supposed to be easier to breathe like that. So, and they're doing that for COVID-19 patients because it shifts their the fluid buildup that they get in their lungs to like to kind of breathe a little bit easier, kind of on their side, on their stomach, sleep slightly with they're trying. The only difference was they would sleep with their head straight, kind of, not perfectly straight, but like whatever their body angle is turned. So if they're laying on their stomach, their head's just going to be facing down into an open pillow.
So, but the thing about that though, so that's not a skeletal. Taylor's a skeletal thing. So when they do something like that, that's more of an organ thing, because that opens airways pretty much, so they can like breathe, right? But what the thing with Taylor is that he dislocated a rib though. So when you sleep a position like that, when you sleep on your stomach, and then you have your head turned, that's gonna cause all kind of fucked up things that's gonna happen onto your spine.
But the difference is it's like the pressure from your ribs pushing back onto your lungs.
Yeah, that's
See what I mean?
Yeah, but that's an organ thing though, because when you're sleeping in a position like based on like a skeletal point of view, because if you think of like the whole like as a whole biology, that makes sense. But I'm looking at two separate things though, because what you're saying is more like how organs kind of work.
Yeah, but
pretty much.
But your bones push back onto your organs. See what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm looking at two separate things, because that helps, yes, but you also have to identify when people sleep like that. That's gonna fuck up your spine and your neck.
Yeah, yesterday when we were playing Jackbox, one of the options was like either go to hell or debate Sahir. You guys remember that? You guys remember that? God damn, dude, just send me, take me now. Like, God. Sahir's someone you don't want to get in an argument with because he just knows everything. And like, I don't mean that as a joke. Like, this dude just reads biology textbooks for fun. Like, yeah, you're a smart kid, bro. I love it.
Thanks.
It was awesome.
I'm
It's awesome.
one amongst my friends.
Oh, great.
A bunch of my other friends.
Oh, amongst the other.
Smart ones.
I was
Smart
like,
ones.
amongst us, like.
amongst the smart
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the rest of your friends like are like doctors and shit.
No,
Literally, they're
like-
doctors.
No, that's like Tiffany and her friends.
Yeah. And Victor, right? Technically.
Yeah, Victor. That's true.
And, like-
Victor is married to
Yeah.
with a physical therapist.
I feel you.
Physical therapist. Physician's assistant.
PA, yeah. I feel you. When I hang out with like Vicky and AJ, they're both like trying to get their PhDs,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yeah, what's up, guys? Integrated studies.
Yeah.
How does it feel? How does it feel hanging out with like your dumb friends amongst your smart friends?
So, okay.
Wait, did you call us dumb?
Let's be honest though,
Bro,
No, you gotta, dude.
We're not book smart, but we're street smart.
But the
Like every dumb person says.
like that's ever dumb person.
no, it's okay. So there's like I would say there's like this thing called the curse of intelligence a lot of the time, all right?
Yeah.
So because when you're intelligent, you owe it to the world. In reality, you do. Because it's like it's it makes your individual life so much better. But like you come at things with your intelligence all the time. Right? So unless if it's going to so many times because we didn't evolve with this fully developed intelligence, that means everything is emotional, right? And I think intelligent people are so much better at separating emotions from their logic that it gets too deep where it's like they're better they're like separated, but it's driven by their emotions as well. It's very difficult to explain.
You have me along.
So there's okay. So So the thing with Sherlock Holmes is he's like kind of devoid of emotion. So I read all of Sherlock Holmes recently, and the thing with Sherlock Holmes is like he's not an extraordinary human. What he is just he's obsessed. Not obsessed, I would say. He was just he shifted his focus on a mindful nature to attention to detail, which is totally within people's capacity, every single person's capacity.
Yeah, like the guy from the show Psych. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen Psych.
Yeah, how he just notices like all the little things.
Yeah,
you seen that?
he notices all the little things. Yeah.
On another note, who's your favorite Sherlock? I like Robert Downey Jr. personally, but some people like Benedict Cumberbatch. Batch? Botch?
Not botch.
Cumberbitch. Benedict, if you're watching this, let's be honest, you're not gonna watch this. Well, what do you guys think? I like Robert Downey Jr., but I like him as every other character he's played too. So
I like him better as Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
Because he kind of played the same person.
Oh, yeah,
I think Benedict Cumberbatch wasn't as good of an adaptation, honestly. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. he's more catered to movies.
Yeah.
I think that's just more his style of acting.
Yeah, that makes sense. Taylor, what about you?
As those are my two favorite like forms of things to watch, I can do both line for line, literally.
What, Sherlock?
Yeah, I can do both. I can do them both.
You watched both Sherlocks?
So many times, dude.
I watched the show and the movie.
I did too.
Like senior year, like that was my thing. Like I'd come home like right after class and then pass out to Sherlock Holmes. Like,
Wait, like
Because you
that
didn't have internet.
The Netflix show?
no, Game of Shadows, the second
The
Sherlock
second
Holmes.
Oh,
Second
nice.
one.
Wait, I thought you like came home, put on Sherlock while naked eating cereal, and your brother would be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I did that too.
You watched the movie repeatedly?
Repeatedly. Like, cause I would just go home and sleep to it. Like I'd turn it on and pass. Yeah, I didn't have Wi-Fi all senior year.
You didn't have Wi-Fi back
Like a whole year.
Ever tried doing high school without Wi-Fi? Like,
Like doing 2 weeks of living at a new apartment without Wi-Fi? Oh wait, we did that.
I did it.
He did that.
I did that
Oh,
by.
you
Yeah, I
did
literally did that shit, dude.
Yeah.
By myself in a house, like just alone for like a week and a half.
Dude, it was like dark and cold back then too.
Yeah,
so,
like it just.
At our apartment?
Yeah, the last
I
of
moved
her.
in before all of us.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you did.
yeah, no fucking Wi-Fi again. Like,
Yeah.
it
You
was.
have Wi-Fi now?
Oh no, I have Wi-Fi now,
No,
but
I
like,
remember at the
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah, I moved in first, but.
What did you do those 2 weeks? Can you just take us through those 2 weeks, like in your?
Bro, it was lonely as hell. Like I'm a loner like by nature, but that was when I was like, dude, this kind of sucks because it was like I'm so excited, like yeah, all me and my friends are moving in. Then it was like, oh great,
Oh, I'm moving in, and then my friends are moving in.
yeah,
with me.
like a whole week, and I'm like, this place sucks.
Who was the
Like,
second one that moved in?
was it you? It was you,
Was it
wasn't it?
me?
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah,
And I was like excited, I'm like yay.
Someone else. You moved in last?
Yeah, I moved in last.
Yeah.
I remember Hey guys, if the rent is ever $900 somewhere, just remember you're gonna have to get ready to bomb the roaches yourself and play Monopoly in the car for 3 hours. Monopoly the board game, not Mo Deal. Monopoly the board game in a car while you're bombing your apartment.
Which we still didn't finish.
Which we still didn't play. Well, this is when Sahir and I only had flip phones, and it's really late in Denton. We couldn't go anywhere.
You couldn't go like down the street, anything to do something.
No, dude, this was at like 3 in the morning, and we finished bombing the roaches by like 6.
Yeah, it was really, really late. Everything was closed. Like all I had gone to a garage sale, I think, like earlier that weekend, and I had Monopoly the board game in my car because I bought that from the garage sale. And I was like, we're like, what are we supposed to do? And I was like, I got Monopoly, and he's like, fuck it, you want to play? And I was like, fuck it, let's play. And then we played Monopoly for 3 fucking hours.
And then we tried to go to Froz's friend's house after I finished the bombing.
Whose house did we go
I don't remember. It was like some UNT friend that you had back in the day. And she like told us that she had tons of experience with the bombing stuff.
Oh,
with
yeah,
bombing the roaches.
yeah.
Yeah, so we went there after finishing at like 3, 4 in the morning or some shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, everyone's left by now.
Yep. Yeah. Because there was like something going on there that night, right? And then,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not like completely moved in by then.
Yeah, it was like before. It was like after we signed a lease. Also, don't ever sign a lease without walking the same exact unit that you're gonna be in, because we did that.
No,
No, we did.
We did, but it was a year before. Because remember we were checking out that place a year before because we went up to me, Roger, and Taylor. This was before you got on board with us at Froz.
Right.
And Roger was in and then backed out and then got back in.
Yeah, I remember you texted us saying like I'm gonna move in with you guys, and we're just like, what?
Oh yeah, I
we
did.
called you.
I did. I did.
Yeah, Becky told us that you were moving in with us.
Me?
Yeah, Becky told. So, what was it? Taylor was on the phone was texting Becky, and we were like establishing house rules because we had just signed the place. And then we're like, oh, by the way, shouldn't Roger be there? It's like, no. Yeah. He's, and then we call you, and you're like, hey, dude, are you moving in with us? It's like, yeah, I'm moving in with you guys.
Oh my god.
It's like, of course I am. Duh.
Oh my God, like what?
I think I slightly remember this.
I was like, because I remember, so, like, I had been trying to move out for 5 years before. So, like, and I figured out that I just couldn't do it on my own in reality. So then it was like, Roger was such a tough sell because he was just like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm really good here and living with my parents. Everything's so good. I'll just drive to UNG for 40 minutes. I was like, fuck that, dude.
That sounds so white when he said that.
Yeah, but like, cause that's how Roger, not white, but Roger was kind of like very on the fence about living with his friends and just moving out, being able to pay $300 a month in rent. It was very new.
Except for Taylor. Taylor had been moved out for a
Yeah.
minute. Yeah.
It was just like anywhere but this place.
Taylor had you had
basically,
you had a room that you were paying $500 a month in some old lady's house.
Yeah.
More roaches than we had at this apartment.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that one had more roaches. Had like so much more roaches.
God.
I was there.
I slept there one night.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a great time we had, honestly, that night.
I remember that. Like, didn't you just text me late at night? I was like, I need somewhere to sleep or some shit like that.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no. I came. We were hanging out.
Were we?
Yeah. Me and you hung out.
Taylor's been so clutch for places to sleep at when you're out late night. When you were still at your mom's place, you remember when it was like 3 in the morning and I called you and I was like, dude,
About to fall asleep driving.
no, dude. Well, that happened a couple times, but also remember when someone that we all know's dad caught me in a closet naked.
Oh,
yeah.
I couldn't go home that night, so I called Taylor. I called Taylor and was like, yo, dude, I know it's 3:15 in the morning, but like, can I crash on your couch tonight because I can't go home. Yeah.
Let girls sleep over at 3:15 in the morning on the couch.
Yeah, that would have been dope. I actually lived. This is when I was at my parents. Like we just moved into the house, so like I was like really close to fit where Taylor lived back then. That was so, bro. Do you remember the couch? You remember that couch that you had in your room that was like super comfy and everybody passed out on?
I forgot about that couch, dude. Like had like no fucking room in my room at all.
You really couldn't open the door all the way.
No, for the couch.
I remember being slammed in the face by your mom. Like that door.
Jesus.
I remember working out in that room with like 3 people.
Oh, dude, the 3 of us, we did that 4-minute workout
Yeah.
3 times because we were like, oh, it was easy. Let's do it again. And then we did it one more time, and then we all died because it was not because the workout was hard. The workout was easy, but like. Because it was it was like 80 degrees and there was 3 dudes and the door was closed.
I think we're also like running out of oxygen because that place was like it was like we were sealed off from like any fresh air. That was bad. But yeah, it was good.
Altitude trading right there.
For real.
Yeah. If you want to think about it like that.
Want to do altitude trading?
We
Be in the room with
bought those
a
masks.
small ass room with 3 sweaty dudes.
Yeah. No doors.
No doors.
Man. This sounds pretty fucking gay, honestly.
Yeah, we were sweating.
Objectively, yeah.
We were like oiled up. We were like oiled up sweaty. That's how.
If you didn't tell anybody the context of what was going on, like you would have thought that there was
Some sort of orgy.
some gay shit about that.
It was like a gay threesome.
Yeah.
This is not. This disclaimer: we have nothing against
Yeah, I was
gay people.
like,
yeah,
I was
disclaimer.
like, we have nothing.
Yeah, we have nothing against gay people.
While we're at
Yeah, to
Yeah.
my 17 followers, if you guys are whatever you guys like,
Yeah.
keep liking it.
For the record, my girlfriend's bisexual. Just throwing it out
Don't be
there.
that guy.
By the way, like I have a black friend, so like I'm not, so I can't be racist.
I got a black friend. I'm not. You know what's crazy? Our friend group is so diverse.
We just don't have any white people.
We
No.
did.
We
We still do. No, we still do. He's still our friend.
Oh, he's still our
We don't see him that
just
often.
don't see him at
Tristan,
all.
we miss you, bro. If you're watching this, let's be honest, you're not watching this.
What if he's one of the 17 though?
Oh, maybe that'd be pretty cool.
I'm watching this, Franz. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, Tristan, if you're watching this, comment down below.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, I haven't hung out with Tristan in years, realistically.
Dude, no way. We saw him in my house like last year.
Yeah.
Wait.
That seems like so long.
Yeah, I was like,
ago.
was it?
It was when like everybody. It was like.
Here so much longer.
It was that one day when like Taylor was gonna DJ at the car meet, and then everyone came over to my house beforehand. Remember? Like Namer came. I cut Taylor's hair. I think I cut
Alright.
Tristan's hair too.
Do you do?
Tristan was there?
Yeah, when Tristan was there.
Tristan came because Tristan and I were hanging out before that. We went for a walk, and then
Tristan didn't come to the car meet. I'm
I
sorry.
remember
Tristan
the
didn't
walk.
come.
Okay, I know the walk, but like, do you recall Tristan being there? Cause I can't.
I remember them going on a walk beforehand. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, we went on a walk beforehand, and then everyone came to my parents' house, and then we
Okay.
went to the car meet.
Well, I mean, I have terrible memories, so like,
Same.
this probably happened.
You think we smoke so much weed?
Yeah,
bro.
you would
Like,
think. You would think.
dude.
Okay, well, granted, I was hit in the head really hard, so like,
When you got hit by the car?
I mean that, and like, I actually hit my head on the table.
When?
I have a fucking scar in the back of my head to prove.
Oh, that one. When you
Yeah, when I
you
was, like-
talked about it, yeah,
When I was like
yeah.
5, yeah, like I cracked my skull. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I might have some brain injury. I just don't know.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I always wonder like what could have been because when I was younger, I think when I was like 2 or 3, you know that game that your uncles and shit play with you where they like toss you up like this?
Yeah.
And then bring you back down?
Touch you and they're like,
And they,
like, hey,
like, bring up-
don't talk about it too.
Yeah, you know exactly, right? So
Yeah.
like it was like up like this, and then like he did it 3 times, and the ceilings were really low back home in Pakistan, and so he did it, and then I pushed the ceiling, and I slipped out of his hand, and landed on my head. And you know what's crazy? After doing all that, I still turned out like this, and like so imagine like if I didn't fall on my head, dude, I'd be a fucking genius. just fucking say it. Just say it. Just say it.
It don't work like that. Same goes for you, Roger. Don't work like that. I think Taylor's the only legit one. 'Cause he
Taylor,
has,
what
like,
hap-
minor epilepsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I ran into a door and dented my skull, so that probably didn't help. I mean, I just.
Dented your skull?
Yeah, I literally still have a dent in my skull. It's not as bad. Like it's kind of. I don't know if it's healed per se, but
really heals. It just.
but it's gotten smaller for sure. Like I used to have a bigger scar. Like it used to be massive.
yeah, I remember there was the dent in your head.
It's still there. Like it's just. a small, yeah.
definitely better.
Oh yeah, no, it's just sexy now.
I guess this is all the parts that a Franz cuts out and then
Yeah.
decides on a topic.
What do you mean? No, most of this is pretty raw and uncut.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before we cut ours?
Oh, you mean last time?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Let's see how much time we're at real quick.
Sure. I'll go home. Yeah. I'll go home.
Keep going, Taylor.
Yeah, there's a 60% chance nothing changes. There's a 20% chance like your nipples get more sensitive, and there's 20% chance you lose sensitivity.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
What I want to know is, while we were taking it was a 5-minute break for us. It was it was just a cut to the next section for you guys. I said, man, if you guys want to take a break in the last segment, yeah.
I'm just changing.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah, welcome home, bitch. Dude, yeah, this shit, like, I think it's like just this wall. It's so, like, the bottom thing is just a little high up. So, yeah. Yeah, right? That's what it is. Right? Yeah. So we want to know, I think the topic was head versus sex. But, like, I think earlier you said, is oral overrated? And I got to say, no, it's not. Head is fire. That's my preference. I like. I'm not saying I like head more than sex. But yeah. Yeah. All right. So raise your hand if you think head is overrated.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we're split the room right here.
Oh wow. Oh ha. We split the room.
Split the room,
Yeah. Jackbox. Shout out. Yeah, I do not think head is overrated because I wrap it up when I fuck. So you know, you feel the condom and you feel wetness, but like when you're getting head, you feel all the wetness from a girl's mouth.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So, but you guys, oh, that makes sense, dude. These guys don't ever use condoms.
Yeah, we do.
Like,
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, do you?
I mean,
but I do.
I mean,
You do really?
wait, do you have
You told me
Yeah,
you don't.
I use condoms, dude.
still like right now?
Sometimes, like just for fun.
What?
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
No. Okay. So let's put a pause to that. So let me justify what I meant by that. Okay, so yes, I don't have to,
Yeah.
but at the same time, before I got in a relationship, we had them
right now.
right now. Yeah, no. Like we use them sometimes just so I can get rid of them. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're saying, but it's
Yeah,
dumb as shit.
it's dumb as shit, but like, I mean, those are expensive condoms.
So why are you just getting rid of them?
Why don't you give them to your friends who actually use? Well, I mean, actually us. Well, me. Like, why don't you give them to me?
I might give it to you more than Seer or Frost.
Yeah. Because Seer doesn't use.
Seer just didn't use them.
He's small for me. He's been wrapping him up lately.
When?
I haven't had sex in since quarantine, dude.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The week before quarantine is.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right.
That was because I was focusing on school, and you know me. Whenever I focus on something else.
I mean, that's a good thing to focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's that's one thing. Like you should. I mean, it's like school, personal health, or you know, I was gonna say like work stuff, but yeah, that also applies too. So like stuff like that, that's totally fine. You don't have to like focus on stuff like that. But yeah, I think head's overrated. So
Yeah. What's your case?
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not saying head is like not necessary. I think it's necessary, but like I don't. Okay, so it's like I don't get off on head like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you come to head?
Yeah, I can, but like it's like a very long process. So like it just doesn't.
We have the same dick.
Different sizes, but we are the same.
What? And different shapes.
Different shapes and sizes.
Colors, like.
We're all the
Are you
same.
circumcised?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, I think we're all
Yeah,
circumcised
we
here.
are all circumcised.
We're all
Well, if
circumcised.
we're circumcised, we might have the same shade eventually.
Wait. So like, my dick's actually two different shades of skin color. That's
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the top half is one.
yeah.
the bottom half-
My top half.
Everyone's dick is like that.
Yeah, no, my.
No, mine
Have a
is,
stripe.
Mine is
Different stripe.
vitiligo.
Really?
You're joking.
Nice.
That's kind of
Nice. That's kind of
right
cool.
now-
Your dick is turning into Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So with vitiligo, what happens is part of your skin changes into your melanocytes die. So that means you become Caucasian, right? So mine is localized on my neck right now, on my shoulder, a little bit on my back, and right now my pubic area is going to move down to my penis.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you have a white dick.
No, not fully. It's going to be marble colored.
Oh wow.
Marble color.
Yeah.
Damn. Fucking. We got
Cool.
granite countertop penis here.
You got like
Yeah.
like the Brahms flavor of dick.
No, he has a marble slab creamery of dick. Whatever happened to those? I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
They're still around.
But so
Still at Legacy West.
vitiligo is
Not Legacy West, Legacy.
Shops like, oh, okay. I would say vitiligo is that's autoimmune, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got. Is it? Do you notice like how? Because I got I got UC like, and autoimmune is like kind of like a big thing in the brown community. Have you noticed that? Like, do you have other Desi people like that that like have autoimmune conditions?
No, because usually with Desi people, the problem is heart conditions because of the
Like a 6-to-3 ratio.
omega-6 to 3 ratio. So basically, they have an activated immune system, but they also have excess canola oil in all their food.
Yeah, true.
So it clogs their arteries. But when you eat in America, Indian food, it seems really oily here. Here's the thing: in a Bengali bowl of, you guys know what halim is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So halim is basically this is basically this oily meat with tons of spices.
Think of
And-
chili.
and lentils.
Think of, like,
and,
Like chili, right?
I know what you're
That's a
talking
good.
yeah,
Okay,
it's like
okay, I
it's
thought
like
you guys were
Indian
talking
chili.
chili.
Yeah. It's like very.
It's like
meaty.
chili with curry.
It's like
Yeah.
spicy chili curry thing.
We'll try it
Yeah.
at the Indian restaurant next time
I
we
know,
go to
I know what you're
Rogers.
talking about.
Yeah.
I had something similar to that.
So halim in the Bengali version of it is one bowl, like one cereal bowl. Yeah, that's like 12 ounces is 2,000 calories, with the bottom 2 ounces being entirely canola oil. Yeah, so
That's an insane
That's
amount
like-
of. And if you guys have never seen how canola oil is made, go watch that video. It's fucking disgusting.
no, well, I mean, when you're in a village and you're pressing it on your own, it's a little bit different.
Well, yeah, if you're pressing it out of the seed itself.
that's
But expeller press canola oil, like
Yeah.
like the shit that they use in restaurants right now, it's just watch the video. You'll puke after.
Same thing with like gummy.
It's just chemistry.
Yeah.
That's all I would say.
Same thing with gummy. I don't really eat gummy anymore.
What's that?
Like
Gummy bears.
The gummy bears?
Oh,
gummy bears. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, all the-
Gummy bear.
They're made from gelatin, and the way they make gelatin is like pretty nasty.
Pig shit, right?
Not pig shit. They
No,
just
it's
get
pig
like
fat.
processed. No,
Pig
not pig
fat.
fat. They get processed fat and like pieces of other animals.
Oh.
Process, compress, and like kind of shred it. So do you remember a long time ago like that pink shit we saw
Yeah.
like online? So
Pig slime.
pink slime. So it's kind of like that. That's gelatin in its purest form.
Yeah.
So then that's when they start processing, coloring it, dyeing it, adding the sugar and all that stuff. That's then it becomes like the gummy bears and stuff we see.
Okay.
It's pretty nasty. It's pretty bad for you. Yeah, but it's like
It has so much potential energy
And protein.
and protein.
it has a
that's
lot of
right.
protein, yeah,
Yeah, it
and
does.
carbs, and a lot of trans fat.
Lots of trans fat. That's true.
Yeah,
I
but
love natural gummy bears.
Lots of sugar.
That's the thing.
organic.
What's a
Yeah, I know.
Organic gummy bears are actually
They're pretty good.
Pretty good, actually.
They're expensive, but they're good though.
They're good. I
Yeah.
think they're worth the bang for their buck as opposed to what you get.
Yeah,
for
their
like
Groupon there was like a little
shit.
time
Huh?
that's like
Haribo.
$24 for like I don't know how many, like maybe
2 pounds of gummy
they're
bears.
like maybe a pound and a half, and it was like $20. So
$20 for a pound of gummy bears?
That's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
You know what you get for $20? You can get a 1 pound grass-fed ribeye steak. You can get a half pound of grass-fed New York strip, or you can get 3 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. Just saying.
I'm genuinely impressed with how he just reeled that off.
Well, that's all he buys. and
I
he
know
buys
that.
them.
I know
Dude,
that.
I have it down pat. Like
kinda like
every
how
3 days, you'll see my bank account like it's like $32 at Market Street, $32 at Market
Oh,
Street.
you know what? Speaking of which, I was at the gym today and I saw a commercial.
Yeah.
You know how there's like those like, Blue Apron. Do you guys know Blue Apron?
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's a
It's
so
a
so
food delivery
so so
service.
it's kind of
Oh,
like a
okay.
food delivery service,
Oh,
but
cool.
like they instead of sending you like pre-made meals, they send you
Raw.
the ingredients where you cook and you learn you cook on yourself.
that's
So
really
that's
cool.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So there was one called Omaha or something
Wait,
like that.
Omaha steaks?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Bro,
Yeah.
Omaha steaks are fucking fire. I've never had one, but they're all, like, everything there is prime.
Yeah, no, they're expensive.
It's like
Yeah.
$200 for like
150
eight cuts
or
of steak.
yeah. So like I saw that and I was like, oh, that's the first thing I thought. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
me?
yeah. I was like,
Aw.
it's like you should get a subscription.
To Blue Apron or Omaha Steaks?
Omaha Steaks.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a subscription model.
Yeah, they have a
Oh, I might do
subscription
that.
base,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you get it like you get it delivered for like a set price.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and the meat is very high quality.
Yeah, so it definitely saves you time. and
Damn,
money.
yo, Omaha Steaks, sponsor me. This is carnivore. This is your carnivore boy right here. I'll sponsor you to all my 132 subscribers that probably don't eat meat 24/7.
I eat meat once in a while.
Fuck yeah, you do. Yeah,
once in a while.
you say head is overrated. You fucking love that meat. I'm just kidding. Yo, like I gotta say this real quick. Real quick. We literally had a roast, like a Comedy Central roast of Roger Tang yesterday, and like we've since then, I think we've all just been on top of our shit, like comedic wise. Like we've just been roasting each other like so hard.
The roast was just like yesterday. So
It was literally like 24 hours ago.
Yeah, literally.
Feels good, man. It's good. Good shit. Yeah.
So, do you ever describe why head was overrated?
I just can't get off to
did.
it.
Yeah. What was your thing, Taylor?
Well, I think it's overrated. Cause like, so you ever like on social media and you have people who are like, "Oh my god, dude, like head," and it's like, it's not really that important. Like
Magical.
it's not all that magical. Where it's like, "Oh my god, like I got some head yesterday, bro. It was bomb." Like no.
Like mediocre head too.
Oh, okay, mediocre head has its place in hell, but like actual normal head, like you're like, "Oh, it was bomb." It's like. Good head's good head. Like
Good head's good head. Like,
like-
okay, I will acknowledge good head. I'll acknowledge good head.
there's levels.
Yeah, there is a certain level of like good head, but like
Where like
yeah,
it's bomb. Like it was like the best thing ever. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't really think it's.
But like riding is different. That
Was
takes
it?
some skill.
What is it?
Riding.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
that takes a certain level of skill
There's-
and endurance.
there's a certain level of like riding where you're like, wow, that was
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
impressive.
that
Like
is- yeah,
as
yeah,
a physical
Head
feat.
doesn't have that. I mean, it does, but like not to the extent of
like
that.
defined levels. It's
Yeah,
like there's
it's like,
bad head,
oh,
there's decent head,
okay.
and then there's like that was good.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
But even good is like after what like you said, like 45 minutes later, I'm like, okay, that was cool the first time you did it, but I'm not gonna come from this. Like, let's fuck. And like,
Pretty much, yeah, that's basically how.
so yeah,
see
I
it.
think it's just like I think head's overrated because there's 3 levels to it, and aside from like a chick biting your dick off, like it's not that, that amazing.
You want to go first or further?
Oh, I think I said my point like at the beginning, but I said I still remember the wetness comparison, but I think like I don't think head's overrated, but it's like the pregame for sex,
And that's the whole point of it.
and yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like
The
it for.
foreplay, yeah.
I love foreplay, bro. I can do foreplay for hours, but
Giving head is like is a different story.
yeah, like eating a girl out, yeah.
No, we're talking about receiving head.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I think
The debate's
the
over.
pregame is important. Is important. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's overrated at all. So here.
Yeah. So the whole point of oral is to increase the chances of reproduction, literally. So like it's not too.
You hear that?
So it's not too cum, and if you do, then you kind of just actually ruined your own sexual experience.
Do you believe in that? Like that coming one time makes you last longer? Do you believe in that whole?
So, no, it's true because your vas deferens sort of shrinks a little bit every single time. So it's like literally more work, and it has to open back up.
Personally, do you like? I would rather come once first. Because me personally, I'd rather like not do that. Cause it's like I want to enjoy this come. I don't want it to just be like, oh, I got it out the way. Now let's.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
talking about coming from head though, right?
No,
just in
we're
general,
talking
like,
about just
for
coming in
for this
general.
one,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Okay, so-
I'd rather enjoy my first one than
Yeah.
just get it out of the way.
Same.
So,
same.
like,
Yeah, like,
this might sound Freudian as fuck, but they say like the first time a man comes during sex, and as opposed to a second time, the first time is the when he wants to cuddle after, because it like makes him he's like all in this relaxed state from the first time and still has a little bit of energy but isn't burned out, so he's allowed to do things like pillow talk or something like he feels loved a little bit more if he doesn't have to go again. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So but the reason why head isn't overrated is because you're not supposed to, and I can't just I don't want to come from head. I don't want to. So a lot of the time I'm the dude that's like oranges, apples, asparagus, So I would say the whole point of that would be because I can so easily, but I go too far with it where I last an hour after. So and of course there's other reasons too, but usually because I'm coming off a long dry spell.
Oh,
So yeah. So that's why it's not overrated, because other animals do it too in order for the man to get them pregnant in the actual action. Have you ever seen? This might sound weird, nerdy and weird as fuck.
Discovery Channel.
So
This remembers the
this
time of-
this is nerdy and weird as fuck. But like even a bat gives, like a female bat gives a man head, a male bat head, right? And they do it's the exact same thing. Like we're not actually unique as humans to give oral. We're unique in anal.
Wait, no, monkeys do anal sometimes.
Monkeys do anal on accident. It's never on purpose.
A monkey's brain is this big.
So because like
Actually,
like-
I've done anal.
because like yeah, but you did it on accident.
I was like, hi.
She said,
I just slipped in and didn't notice the difference for 5 minutes.
Really? There is a difference.
Yeah,
That's why like 5 minutes and I was like, this doesn't feel
You're right, yeah.
I think the great philosopher Kanye West had said, I'm in the wrong. She said, I'm in the wrong hole. I said, I'm lost. It's from Kids See Ghosts. That was the last good Kanye album that there was.
I just listened to that album like last week.
It's good, right? You like it? Kanye didn't get. I mean, Cudi didn't get stuck on hook duty.
Nah, it was like a solid 6.5.
Yeah. Oh wow.
6.5.
But you're a big fan of Kanye, probably.
I am, but Anthony Fantano, like the internet's biggest music nerd, gave it a 10.
He gave it a 10?
10 out of 10.
Fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, and he gave Speeding Bullet to Heaven a 0.
I would give Speeding.
And so right, and then so Kid Cudi's the only person on Fantano is like one of the. I think it's like he's like him and someone else, only person to get a 10 and a 0.
Really?
I mean, I imagine that would be damn near impossible.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
hey, that's genius for you.
Right. Anyways, yeah, just a little side note. Just had to put that in there because there's a Kanye lyric for everything. But so here, was there more that you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that reason that first come is so much better and you're like it feels loved is because you have to actually earn that second one. Like there's not like a, like oh the first one you're like okay oh that was nice like I could stop here, but like I feel like once you commit to the second one you're like all right now I'm like fucking sweating and you have to earn that shit, which is why it's like I'm not cuddling you after this. I'm going to sleep.
No, I'm not discounting head. I'm not saying head is like complete. I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary foreplay because it's like the entree to the main dish kind of thing.
That's foreplay, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pregame.
It's the pregame. So like I'm not discrediting that.
It's a warm up.
Yeah, but like.
But
you can't,
sometimes-
like, it's like you don't want like head isn't some like you're partially filled up for your main course. Like skin contact. The reason why a condom kind of sucks for sex for most men is because skin contact is like a huge deal,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
100%,
That's like the
huge
first
deal.
You ever go wrong, you're like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, right.
You're like, what is this?
This
This is a game changer.
So
Your first time was raw?
Yeah, it ruined everything for me.
Yeah, I bet.
yeah,
Oh,
same here.
That's a hard place.
My
to
first
go.
time.
Same here.
My first time was with a condom, and I only came one time that entire month before that.
You like shot the condom.
I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, insane.
The condom didn't even do anything because he poked a hole with his
Yeah,
jizz.
pretty much.
It just came out so fast, dude. It's
Oh
wild.
man, that's amazing.
So pretty much most of our first times were technically raw experience.
No, 50-50.
No, okay,
Yeah.
so yours.
Yeah, I was wrapping.
Mine
Same
was
here.
raw because
He didn't.
I was a
wrap up.
virgin and I didn't expect it.
Yeah, that was the same thing for me.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
was
what?
wrapped.
Yeah.
How did you not expect it from a date? Mine was from a fucking pickup at a club.
I was a virgin, bro.
All right.
Right
But
after
it was swiped right on Tinder for sex.
Wait, you
You
met
see
her
what
on
I mean?
Tinder?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
See what I mean? So it's like,
I mean,
It is what it
You're
is.
still a virgin. Like you still make rookie with like that's literally.
Yeah.
It was like
That's number one, yeah.
Like so many mistakes.
I was like pretty close to going raw my first time too, but I ended up just like we ended up talking, and she's like she asked, she's like, "Do you want to use a condom?" And I was like, "Do you want me to?"
That's the
Like-
is that not the hardest
That is
question?
It's the hardest question.
for your first
Yeah.
No, even now, like a girl's like, "Do you want to use one?" And you're like, "Do I want to use one?"
What?
Like, why is this my
But-
question?
But is my dick gonna fall off if I
Yeah, that's
that's
the
don't? And you're like, "Is it worth it?" And you're like, I wish like there's it's 100% thing that I wish I'd never like not used a condom because like once you've like gone raw, it's like
you can't go back.
it's fucked your psyche. Like you're like you can never say no like straight up to that question ever again.
So the very first time I ever used a condom, it was like suffocating my dick. Like it was like one of the worst.
Like my fleshlight.
It was one of the worst experiences
I
ever.
threw it to a fries, my fleshlight to a fries.
You caught it?
Dude, I didn't know what it was.
You just like,
It was
hey,
in-
Ross, cash.
It was in a Ziploc bag, and he's like, we were moving into his apartment. I mean, into Tiffany's place.
Oh
and,
my god.
And literally, we're like, I'm helping him carry his nightstand, and something falls out of the nightstand. I was like, what is this? And then it's like the box. It's a box for the fleshlight, and there's nothing inside. I'm like, oh, like, where's the other part? Like, you're done with it? And then he's like, you know, funny story. I can't use it because my dick's too big and like the fleshlight's too small. I'm like, all right, good for you. And then next thing I know, I'm using the bathroom and I come out, or no, I'm talking to Tiffany in her room, and like I come outside, and I hear a frost catch, and so I did what every first person's instinct would be. I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch whatever he's gonna throw. He throws me a Ziploc bag full of this what seemed like this 4-pound gummy worm, and I caught it, and I was like, what is this? And I didn't know what it was for a while, and then he said, it's my fleshlight, and I was like, and I just threw it, I chunked it back at him, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then I went to go wash my hands with soap. It's a great day.
That was a good day. That was a great day.
That's so fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
That's some shit I would do at the apartment, though.
Yeah.
I would do that shit
I
too.
feel like I just want to do
Oh man, now I want to throw a dildo at you. Just hope you catch it.
We'll do it to each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like that sounds hilarious. Just like walking the street, like, hey, bro, here.
Catch. Hey, Val, catch. Ah! Oh, fuck.
You gotta put a little bit of poop on that shit just to fuck with the dude.
No, I'll lube it up
Yeah,
and just
lube
throw
it
it,
up, yeah,
lube it
yeah.
up, throw it at him.
Or dude, no, what you gotta do is have it in your back pocket and then pull it out and then throw it at someone. So they think,
Oh
they
my
think
God.
you just took it out of your ass.
Fucking dildo.
Oh man.
Oh man, is that gonna be some minority ENT?
That sounds like a great idea. Wait, Juan does have those 2 dildos that he got from Amazon.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a great way to get your ass beat, though.
Yeah, that is a great way to get your ass beat.
Hey man, if you get punched in the face, you go viral.
Throwing a dick to some guy, yeah, that's viral material.
Oh man.
Oh,
shit,
God.
that would be fucking amazing.
Sounds
What'd you
good.
do? Do you still have that?
No, I threw it away because like
Okay, I was just
I'm too
making
big
sure.
for it, so
It
it
doesn't-
doesn't look.
It doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
I was just making sure you keep it. Like, why?
Yeah, what
I
would
still
you
have
keep?
the box though, and I have the DVD.
You still have the
Have
TV.
you watched the DVD?
Wait, is it like an
No, I don't have
instruction?
a DVD player.
Is it like an instruction manual or what?
No.
So I mean, it's not too hard to. That was fucking dope. Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Did you see that
I
catch?
did not
That
see that
reflex,
one.
bro. Don't worry, I'll play it in slow mo when I post this video. No, I was gonna say, yeah. It comes with instruction. Like, put your penis in here. Step 1, put your penis in here. Step 2, come. Like.
No. So one, there is a package for the instructions.
Uh-huh.
There's a little paper for it because it says you have to use the lube,
Oh.
right? That's one. And it also specifically says don't put the lube on your penis. Put the lube in the thing and then lube your penis.
Oh.
So that's one thing. Because I did actually I tried to use it and I did make that mistake. No, it's just. Oh man. Yeah. Damn.
I would feel so weird just sitting in my room alone pouring lube into a bucket.
Yeah.
No, lube is like the lotion thing.
Like, what am I doing right now?
I'm so lonely.
Dying, guys. Dead.
I'm lonely. Yeah. I'm so lonely. He has like sweat strokes in one hand. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, got more lube in. I'm gonna set that down. Okay, more lube. I'm
Dude, I can't. Dude, Taylor, is your rib okay? Because my ribs are hurting. Like...
Alright, let's see what's good.
Yeah, wait. That one time you tried using it, did you watch porn while you were doing it, or did you go without it?
Watch porn. Had to. God.
I'd be crying, dude. I'd be in the room just.
No, I think it was just like, oh, I'll try this out.
You're treating it like an experiment.
I was treating it like an experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the
Yeah.
only way you can go through that without feeling.
Yeah, you guys remember my brother told us about the reason why he got a flashlight when we went cook diving.
Because he just wanted to see it, right? He just wanted to try it out.
No,
Shot himself in the face.
because he shot himself in the face.
What do you mean?
We jacked off.
Oh, fuck. He gave himself a facial.
I was let that shit happen one time. That was sketchy.
Man.
Like you ever like you get too into it and then you're like pointing upwards, like,
It's like dodging a bullet.
like it let me like upper chest, and I was like, oh.
You had to just like matrix that shit, like.
Furthest it hits my chin.
Oh no.
That's the furthest.
That counts as a facial, bro. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hey man, it's okay.
It's okay.
'Cause I mean, if you gave a girl a chin facial, I'd be really disappointed.
Yeah, that's like really weird.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Also
really
be
weird.
hilarious.
You
Like,
gotta-
got a beard.
You gotta start on the cheeks. You gotta start on the cheeks.
So
That's
like,
your
okay,
facial
I'm not
start.
sure about you. So like, you know, we're watching porn, like people, and the guy was like giving girl like a really bad facial, and just
Yeah.
like it's like, oh yeah, baby. He's like in the mouth. And I was like, why are you doing it up her nose?
I know. I like
Oh,
the lips.
Huh?
Yeah.
They were like, they were like,
Hate it on the eyes and forehead.
yeah, they'll give it on the
And
cheek.
The forehead would be hilarious. I think
Yeah.
it's just funny.
So the,
I just
on
wanna,
the
like
forehead.
slap my dick on her forehead afterwards.
No,
That's so weird.
Spread that shit around.
literally.
Just spread it around like freaking whipped cream.
Essentially.
Oh,
That'd
my
be the
God.
only bright side. Like you get some chick with a big ass forehead, and you're just.
It's like one of those things your bucket
You
list.
got
Like,
a windshield wiper. Just like.
Oh,
that would be. I'm gonna do that now.
oh god. Just get a girl with a big ass forehead.
Just for one reason, I was
Dude,
like,
like, it's really bad now. Like, if you ever do that, so like, a couple of my game friends are doing this external validation shit where they're like sending to all the game guys their successes.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's like.
Essentially, that's what's happening. Like, I sat her down, and then I stuck my fingers.
This was my Tuesday night. Like,
Yeah, like I don't want to.
It's like reading like exotic,
50 Shades of Grey.
like a fanfic exotic, like
Yeah.
exotic novel.
It's 50 Shades of Grey, but it's just.
Still, like,
I
it's
know.
weird
Bet you
because
know.
I think it's weird.
It,
Honestly, I think it's weird.
Wait, do they describe like how much in detail are we talking about?
No, they're sending me them like fucking the girl.
Oh.
That's
Why?
weird.
That
That's,
is weird.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
that's a little that's a little gay.
That's not really.
They're doing it for like our saying like good job, bro.
So who's
That's
looking at
so
that?
weird.
Wait, is there just like a group text going of like people putting their POV like
Wait. Like actual like
That sounds.
like visuals and everything, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
like videos, full on videos? What it sounds like.
That sounds super. Nothing's wrong with being gay.
Yeah,
That
that's like
super
for the
fucking-
record, there's nothing wrong being gay, but that's pretty
That's pretty gay.
gay.
No, so it's like this thing. I'm gonna go self-helpy with it, but it's like social proof. That's what they're looking for, but it's like weak inner game, is what I would say, because they're like trying to prove themselves. Like one of the guys that sent it to me is like, I'm like, congratulations, number 10, dude. I'm like, okay, well, honestly, I'd rather know the process as opposed to the result. Because I want to, because the process matters to get the result. The result you expect.
Like show me how you got there.
Show me how you got there, because like process is the hard part. Result is like is the easy part of anything.
Because the results will always come, but you want to know what the system was to get there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Said yes, they will always come.
it will always come.
But
So they just send results, not the whole process.
Yeah, they just send.
So that defeats the that's more self-validation. That kind of defeats, because I thought, okay, so the way I thought of it was just like, okay, so that's like trying, like that's like motivation. It's like, okay, this guy can do it, I can kind of do it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
if you're just doing just results, that's defeating the whole full purpose of that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you're just bragging.
That's some like frat boy stuff, really.
That is some frat boy
that's
shit.
some
Oh,
frat
that's
boy
what-
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, these
Really?
dudes are like doing this like ultra fuckboy shit.
You're like, yeah, like we're in a frat together.
That's very
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you're like
guess-
we're in a frat together, and sometimes we touch each other's dicks, but it's not gay.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what that is. Like,
Frats are like this close. Again, nothing being wrong with gay, but like
Yeah,
this
like-
close, they're like teeter on the line every once in a while. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm so fucking straight and like alpha, but like I'll touch sex with you sometimes.
yeah, like yeah, I'm
They're
so
like-
fucking
they
straight.
teeter on the line sometimes.
It's that Harold and Kumar. It's that Harold and Kumar shit from Guantanamo Bay. It's like you fucking fags are gay for sucking my dick. like that's exactly what that is. You're like, guys, that's not cool.
I mean, like we watch porn for that. Honestly, we don't.
I don't watch
I
it.
like the privacy of my friends from that. Honestly, personally.
Do you watch the head parts in porn?
I do because it's like because I like the facial. So like there's always like the pre part.
What about the foreplay? Are you just watching the
That's
face?
the foreplay.
Okay,
That's
that's
the results.
okay, that's
There's, like,
fine.
head in that.
I thought you were just like watching the beginning.
So, yeah, okay, so you cut off the foreplay and then it goes like straight to like the head and then no, that was like
No, I go like straight to the end where it's like gonna blow.
So you watch
so you want compilations pretty much or
Yeah.
compilations?
Compilation.
Compilations,
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, that's what I usually watch.
Facial compilation part 1. We're actually gonna post this video to Pornhub and not YouTube.
It's gonna get so many dislikes.
What would it be? Would it be multiracial dudes in the corner of the room?
Well, how would you tag that? It
How
would
would
be
how would you
BBC.
How would you tag this video?
Oh, so okay, so this is what the tags would be: BBC, Asian, interracial,
Porn for women.
porn for women, porn for men.
Porn bad.
It could be porn for men.
Would
Yeah,
we
it
be
could be.
porn for women because we're talking dirty?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There's some woman getting off to this.
You see some girl just like
Stop!
Yo.
Stop!
I already saw that shit today on Snapchat. I don't need to see a live replay.
What the fuck?
What do you have on your snap?
What do you guys want to see it?
No!
I mean, no.
No.
wait.
What is why?
Why?
is this on your?
Because of the external validation.
Oh.
So they're posting it, sending it to the guys, because they're like, "Yo, check out the girl I got." It's like, no, dude, like.
So they're pulling this off of Pornhub more than likely.
No, it's them. It's definitely them. Because like I've seen them shirtless before. You know, that's normal. That's normal guy stuff.
That's an interesting POV.
Yeah, that's normal guys.
That's
Yeah.
normal guy stuff. So I know how they look without a shirt, right? But then like it's just two dudes, two out of the group, because they're like, we're the best gamers, bro. You know.
They're hyping each other up.
Is it what I think it is?
Like, bro,
Bruh.
your dick looks amazing in that video.
Dude, I love it when you fuck her like that.
Yeah. That's just like
Because they're more.
y'all are
more into
y'all are so fruity.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely
Like,
not them.
I
no
can,
offense to that. I mean,
no,
whatever gets
being any color of the rainbow is totally okay.
I mean, no offense to that. Like that's totally fine. If you're into that, that's cool. But like, to me personally, that's
Socially, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Especially in a group full of guys. Like if you were like back and forth, like it was just me to you,
yeah.
it's still weird, but it's like it's
If that's how the relationship is, then so be it.
that's contained.
Yeah, it's contained.
But if it's like 30 guys and you're like, I need to send all these guys my sex videos,
They're
like
definitely those guys are also the same guys who are like, yeah, I'm totally down for that orgy.
yeah, oh, they're the guys who are like, what if I did this certain thing that would be really fruity? Like what kind of guys is taking where it's like you're in a group of 30 guys and you're like, it's just two of you messaging each other dick videos instead of like keeping it contained. You're like, you know what we need to do, bro? Let's show every other fucking guy.
So like I can get like kissing the girl, right? Or
Yeah,
being
that's
back to the place with the girl exclusively, because like let's face it, dude, you know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Like
We
you
already
can
know.
you can do the whole like girls can do the whole last minute resistance, huh?
Let me check.
You're what?
I can scoot over.
Half your face is off of frame. Okay, yeah.
Damn.
So close.
We can switch spots if you want.
I know
No,
you're
it's
good. That wall was just like.
More comfy.
right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, because there's no thing on there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect. I was like,
That's kind of nice. I'm like using it to massage where my headache is.
I'm about 6 inches too tall for that.
There you go, comparing sizes again.
Oh damn, Frost, you're like just shooting all out.
Dude, I just
fuck you, fuck you.
Dude, these are just so good. Like now that they're coming to me, like, and we did the roast format, like all the jokes are coming out in roast format.
Oh boy.
That's awesome, dude.
Damn.
That's kind of weird.
That's kind of. I mean, I understand the process,
The
like the idea of what it was supposed to be, but like,
There's-
it kind of defeats the purpose.
So like one of the guys that like does it is like one of the guys that sends those videos. He posts process and then he's like he doesn't post process first. He posts results then process. So it's like he's advertising to us, which
Yeah.
is like really dumb.
Yeah,
Right.
Already in the group.
Yeah, we're already in the group. The other thing is I have better taste than him. And girls, he's better at the game than I am. I will totally admit that.
Please tell me he's like nothing wrong with BBW chicks, but they're like 220 pounds.
No, he's not that far. No, he totally admits to like having sex with some fat girls,
That's okay.
which is fine,
There's
right?
nothing wrong with big girls.
Huh?
No offense.
No.
On the record.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with big girls.
No, NPR had this interview with like saying with this one girl, she's like, "Yeah, I am fat, but I'm still beautiful."
Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
And not
you can be.
yeah, so like fat should be nothing more than a description.
There's a whole category
Just
for it.
it's just yeah. So he says he has been with a few, but he's not ashamed with it.
So be it.
I mean, some people wear it well. Like there are people who can be overweight, and you're like, you know what? It looks.
Yeah.
Some people wear it well.
Yeah.
They wear it well.
It's a preference in reality.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
definitely a preference.
Obviously, I think bigger girls.
They're called pogs, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus.
Pogs.
No, Pogs.
Every
Pogs,
black
Pogs,
guy's,
Pogs.
Like, kryptonite.
Yeah, Pogs are a little different than
You
You say
big
it's
girls.
every man's
That
kryptonite.
says every black guy's kryptonite.
Pogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pogs.
badass white girls.
Yep.
Like,
Pogs.
You want to end the world.
and they're really
They're also delusional about what a Pog is.
Oh, there are some guys who are like, it's a pog. I'm like, dude, that girl runs cross country for a living. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's not what a pog is.
No, I think they go the opposite direction where they're like
The girl's very large.
the girl is incredibly long.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she's a Pog. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, there's both sides. I
It's
mean,
like
even
it's like, Taylor's Carmel big boobs logic.
she actually had big tits.
Ah!
There
There it is.
There,
There it is. Okay, so let me give you a little slight breakdown.
I will defend those.
Okay. So here, so
I have video, photo evidence.
so here's the thing. So, all right. So this is how it works. All right. So you know how the female body is a little different from male body. All right. So you know where male fat's stored.
No, I didn't want to because Angelina was there.
Where is male fat stored?
I mean,
They're
I guess it
stored right
depends
here.
genetically,
The
depends on where you
so
store.
averagely a male fat is stored within like the stomach area. That's when people get fat. The first thing that goes is their belly.
Bigger.
So when girls get large, where did most of their fat go? They usually go in the hip.
Yeah.
But
Those
here's a
kids-
little here's how it works though. Sometimes, okay, when girls get really big, you know,
Really big, though.
fat. Sometimes the fat goes in their boobs because what are boobs made out of? Fat.
Well, yeah, but
So
they were
in
stored-
reality,
they were stored right.
the
I'm
fat.
sticking- I'm
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 2 of the Fifth Corner podcast. If you guys are watching this, let's be honest, nobody's watching this. Yeah, follow Taylor on SoundCloud at
Follow me on SoundCloud and Instagram at _DJVX and on YouTube as just fucking with you. I don't have a YouTube.
just subscribe to this channel instead. And then Roger, do you want to plug anything?
Check in next episode. Topic would be interracial relationships.
Cool. That is a good one. Yeah, let's do that. And then Sahir, do you have anything to plug?
No.
All right.
Hit the like, share, subscribe, all in support. I forgot how's that.
Yeah,
going?
how's that?
Every YouTuber can say that.
Yeah.
See, I only say so. There is like, share, whatever, all that bullshit. I just say one thing because people respond better to one call to action. So all I'm gonna say is subscribe to this channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Wait. So I'm trying to remember what it is. All right. So okay, I'm trying to remember.
Like,
No, right.
Yeah,
So
like-
remember.
like-
Okay, wait.
like-
So remember
yeah,
to smash that like button, click the subscribe, and ring that bell just to get a notification of the
Wait,
next
that's what he
video.
just said not to do.
I know, but I'm just replaying like what they would say. Yeah, whatever YouTubers say.
I stick to one thing. It can be either like this video or subscribe to this video. But like I usually just go with subscribe because if they subscribe, of course they're gonna do the other stuff. But yeah, if you're watching this, go check out. Yeah, all that stuff, all that good stuff. But yeah, if you like this video, then check out the other videos. This is the Fifth Corner podcast. We're signing off. Peace.